Okay, I want to start out this video talking about who I am and what inspired me to start making them. For years, I've wanted to start my own YouTube channel, and I've always asked for help. I thought it could be better as a collaborative effort rather than me. I didn't know where to start. Well, um, after years and years and years, I realized that no one's going to help me. Not because they're mean or anything, it's because people are busy and they may not have the time to. So I'm going to have to do it myself. I have all the equipment. I have a iPhone, microphone, the lapel microphone, and a tripod. Probably all together cost no more than $40. So why not? And these are nascent videos, and these are just me starting out. I've been inspired by recent political events. I come from a, I guess you could say, family that believed in social justice. My mom was a civil rights worker. She went to the deep South during the civil rights era, and protested against the Vietnam War. I think these are important things, and I think that this whole thing has been something that has kind of launched my desire to do this even further. Uh, what's going on nationally, politically? I mean, I don't think it's hyperbole or an exaggeration to say that we are living in a time of fascism. We basically have an oligarch that bought the government, and we have a tyrant and an unhinged person that is in the Oval Office. Now, one of the things I want from you when I get this thing going, um, and I'm basing this on a lot of channels that I was inspired by, Tennessee Brando, and I think there's the Romano Report. And these channels blew up, and they didn't have a big production quality. They weren't, a big crew to help record them. It was just someone on their phone. But I want to take a even keel approach to it. Sometimes I get emotional. I don't want to become like off the hinge. Um, that's not a good look. I don't want the powers that be and look at that and get a knock on the door or anything like that. So I'm just going to kind of ad lib it. Maybe I'll do outlines going forward in the future and not do much editing or anything like that, basically because I don't know how. But once again, there are disturbing things in the news. I told my mom, I said these protests across the nation were beautiful. They ranged from people, baby boomers, to millennials, and then to Gen Zers. There was these touching stories, I think, in Rhode Island of these elderly women in their 90s, going out and protesting. It just touched my heart. And I think that this is a really grassroots thing, and I don't think the news is really going to cover it. Surprisingly, it was like the old days for me. It was like I was looking up the protest, seeing when and where it was going to be, the hands off protest. And when I did Google searches, and you know who these people work for now, what do you expect? There wasn't anything, there wasn't much at all. But the thing is, it was kind of like the old punk rock days for me, pre-internet, pre all of that stuff. I found a wheat paste flyer on basically a light post, and then I found it out that way. And I think this is great. We don't need technology. We don't need the latest and greatest. I mean, we don't need Google to work for us anymore. You know, fuck them. We're going to be out there word of mouth. It's going to network by itself, and it's going to be ongoing, and it's going to develop momentum, or it's going to snowball and turn into something really great. Um, I asked, I told my mom, I go, these protests were so nonviolent, despite what Elon Musk said. Elon Musk said that these were riots and people were burning stuff down. There was not one recorded incident of violence. When I said that to her, however, she said, yes, there was. And I go, what do you mean? She said that my younger sister, who's significantly younger than me, was at one of the demonstrations in Santa Cruz, California. Okay? 3 guys jumped out of a pickup truck and beat up one of the protesters. So I stand corrected. There was violence. That 3 of these goons, 3 of these brown shirts for MAGA did engage in violence, but it wasn't the protesters. And I doubt that Elon Musk would ever talk about that. But what do you expect? Okay. The guy is a creep and a man child. And I don't want to get my blood pressure elevated right now, and that'll be a different topic. But moving forward, I want your feedback. I want your feedback telling me how I'm doing and ways that I can improve this channel. Because this is going to be something good, and this is something I'm going to stick to, hopefully. And yeah,